Under the Philadelphia lights, a nation watches, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. But on this night, the air crackled with tension. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, two heavyweights, one stage, the vice presidential debate, stakes, sky high. The nation held its breath. Every word, every glance dissected, Twitter exploded, pundits cleared their throats. This wasn't just a debate, it was a battle for the soul of America. And when the dust settled, one thing was clear: this race just got real. Buckle up, America, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. The final word left Harris's lips. But the fight just beginning. Both campaigns, like prize fighters, retreated to their corners. Trump's team first out of the gate, an ad. Bam! Harris's economic plans decimated, or so they hoped. Harris's camp, not so fast. They smelled blood, demands for a rematch. Keep the momentum, keep Trump on the defensive. The spin room, a whirlwind. Accusations flew faster than insults at a roast. The message, crystal clear. This debate, round one. And neither side was backing down. The economy, the bread and butter of American life. It's what fuels the dreams and aspirations of millions. The issue that keeps Americans up at night. The constant worry about bills, mortgages, and the rising cost of living. Trump knew it. His strategy? Hit Harris where it hurts. He aimed to exploit the economic fears that many Americans felt deeply. That ad? A gut punch. It was designed to strike at the heart of economic anxieties. Inflation, Bidenomics, the works. It painted a grim picture of the future. She'll destroy your 401k, it screamed. Fear, a powerful weapon. It played on the insecurities of those who had worked hard to save for their retirement. Trump, the businessman, understood its currency. He knew that in the world of politics, fear could be as valuable as gold. He wanted voters to picture empty wallets, lost jobs, a future on shaky ground. The imagery was stark and unsettling, meant to resonate deeply. Was it effective? Only time would tell. The clock was ticking, and the nation was watching closely. But one thing was certain. Trump had drawn a line in the sand. The economy, his turf. He was staking his claim, making it clear that this was the battleground he chose, and he was ready to fight for it. With determination in his eyes and the support of his base, he was prepared to take on any challenge. The battle for the economy was on, and Trump was in it to win. Inside the Republican camp, not all sunshine and roses. Trump's performance, some whispers, some frowns. The grand old party not so grandly united. His aggressive style, did it play in Peoria? Some worried he'd alienated moderates. The constant interruptions, not very presidential, some muttered. Dissent in the ranks, a crack in the armor. Trump, never one to back down, brushed it off. But the seeds of doubt, planted. And in politics, doubt can be a dangerous weed. Section 5, Star Power. Taylor Swift rocks the vote. In a world where every vote counts, the influence of celebrities can be a game changer. And this time, it was none other than Taylor Swift who stepped into the political arena. Kamala Harris, riding high after the debate. Her performance was strong, her message clear. But she needed something more to capture the hearts and minds of the younger generation. But then, a power-up, from an unexpected source. The news spread like wildfire, creating a buzz that no one saw coming. Taylor Swift, pop icon, social media queen, and now, political force. Known for her chart-topping hits and massive fan base, Taylor decided to use her platform for something bigger. Her weapon of choice? Not a microphone, but a tweet, a simple endorsement, but its impact? Seismic. Suddenly, Harris was trending, young voters energized. Taylor's tweet was more than just words, it was a call to action. Friendship bracelets selling like hotcakes. Trump scoffed. The elites, he cried. But the bracelets symbolized more than just a trend. They were a sign of unity and support for Harris. But behind the bravado, a flicker of concern. Even Trump couldn't ignore the shift in momentum. The power of a single tweet had turned the tide, because in the age of social media, never underestimate the power of a pop star. Taylor Swift's influence reached far beyond her music, proving that in today's world, a tweet can be mightier than a speech. The youth, inspired and mobilized, showed that their voices, amplified by a pop icon, could indeed make a difference. Section 6, Election Integrity, a Nation on Edge. In a time of unprecedented political tension, the nation stands on the precipice of uncertainty. The act of voting, a fundamental right, has become a focal point of anxiety and suspicion. Looming over everything, The specter of 2016, Russian interference, fake news. The echoes of past controversies reverberate through the present, casting long shadows over the current electoral process. The media, both traditional and social, is awash with stories that fuel the fire of doubt and division. The integrity of the election itself in question. Citizens, once confident in the sanctity of their vote, now find themselves questioning the very mechanisms designed to uphold democracy. Protests erupt, voices demanding transparency and truth. The stakes, higher than ever. With every election cycle, the pressure mounts. The maps and results on election night are more than just numbers. They represent the hopes and fears of millions. Each vote cast is a testament to the enduring spirit of democracy, yet the weight of potential fraud looms large. Top officials testified before Congress, assurances were made, systems were secure, but the doubts lingered. Despite the reassurances from those in power, the public remains skeptical. The hearings, meant to instill confidence, often have the opposite effect, highlighting the vulnerabilities and the ever-present threat of interference. The internet, a breeding ground for conspiracy theories. In the digital age, misinformation spreads like wildfire. Conspiracy theories take root, further eroding trust in the electoral process. Social media platforms, while connecting people, also serve as echo chambers for divisive and often false narratives. Trust, a precious commodity in short supply. Early voting began. Every vote scrutinized. The lines of early voters are a testament to the determination of the populace, yet each ballot is met with suspicion. Election workers tasked with ensuring a fair process face immense pressure as they navigate the complexities of modern voting. Every ballot, a potential flashpoint, the right to vote. The simple act of casting a ballot has become a potential flashpoint for conflict. The "I voted" sticker, once a symbol of civic pride, now carries the weight of a nation's hopes and fears. Voters, tense and wary, approach polling stations with a mix of determination and apprehension, the very foundation of democracy. Would it be enough? America prayed it would. As the American flag waves, a symbol of unity and resilience, the nation holds its breath. In these moments of solemn reflection, the diverse tapestry of the American electorate stands together, hoping that the foundation of democracy will hold strong against the tides of doubt and division. Section 7, Senate Democrats, a nail-biting finish. The White House wasn't the only prize. Control of the Senate, up for grabs, and Democrats, they could taste it. But the polls, tight, nerve-wrackingly close. Every Senate race, a battleground, each candidate a warrior. The pressure immense, the fate of the nation hanging in the balance. Could they do it? Could they flip the Senate? The anxiety, palpable. The finish line in sight, but the last few yards, the hardest. Every phone call, every door knocked on could make the difference. Section 8, Ukraine. Trump stirs the global pot. Ukraine, a country halfway across the world. But its name hung heavy in the air. Trump's comments, dismissive, almost approving of Russia's actions. Democrats pounced. Republicans, some cringed. Had he gone too far? Foreign policy experts gasped. Alliances, they argued, were being strained. The world watching with bated breath. Trump, defiant, doubled down. His supporters cheered. His detractors despaired. One thing was certain. On the world stage, America's role was changing. And not everyone was happy about it. Section 9, 9/11, a moment of unity. In the midst of the political firestorm, a somber anniversary, 9/11, 19 years. A day forever etched in America's memory. Trump and Harris both paid their respects at Ground Zero, at the Pentagon, in Shanksville. The flags flew at half-mast, the nation united in grief, in remembrance. For a brief moment, the political battles faded, the divisions less stark, a reminder that some things transcend politics, that some wounds run too deep, that some scars never truly heal. Section 10, the road ahead, a nation divided, a choice to make, the debate, the endorsements, the controversies, all building towards one day, Election Day, the day America would decide its fate. The choice stark. Two visions of America, two futures, diametrically opposed. The tension, palpable. The anxiety, through the roof. The future, uncertain. But one thing was clear. America stood at a crossroads, and the path it chose would have consequences for generations to come.